Muta kayewu.
Jisantike hinig chat kuchsiti. Utlech yadik chatsiti. Hek sitk hidi shukachich. Yeyati he sit. We tachaye. Na ye yati we sit. Utle skoonwan chatsiti. We tachaye. Teyich a hugenk wudutsitin. Ya ye dat yotsit cha unache we a dach chutle skoonwan chatsiti we geen share.
Wooch to the hen.
Sechrat.
Oh, okay. Hawakshik again.
I can't find it.
Oh,
Sech.
kwasa.
Chutlech skoonwan chatsiti we geen igende dach yeyati. Ya ye dat we chikan ka we suk nache igende dach yeyati. Chutlech yadik chatsiti kakahai distach chega kayani diste plate dak usitan tan takunach hech siu dak usitan ya yidat pa'a he aknach kunach siu dak usitan shayadihain adi cha ut yehasyati klech bad yeyati cha'agud gunushish Wooch.
Okay.
Sheesh.
Sheesh, okay. Atisatsu.
Yakuti yayidat ada watusakui dasi yatugani yak adawut haji yati ke hunatain. Achua Marsh Lake Lake Laberge Haskawada Chatlak yayidat nat'éin hin hot ta delay itikin awe the cut yede we askutut at kawagansu achwetlus atrakusti we atkutu adikach atkutu adigius what sich Zisk maetiek kruk tsatsi tsu yachas naslak. Achua Lingit atrai itikin tsu. Tuk ade krak hate kuk da chai yis atkutu adi tsu nande yachas na at Gorakan ka hadadushi So, ja, yeti yidat. Llyfchas gwsti chak awe yak. Ka is kayani too. Invasive you had do a sock way kayani. Yak too. Dark kawada way kut kadi. Sus der de on Lingi Wooch. Adag Tlein we kut Wooch akach Wordlview Sean aya. We did too. We teak. We did ye ya nat'éin. Actually, we did say what he too. Yet too Wordlview Sean. Adag ach truggy cha Yesu ach to asigu. Ye away. I'm saying I still want my truck. Ach truck. Yes. Yeah, away kawagay shkal sneak. No chase.
Kecha, good as cheese.
Sheesh.
Atisatse.
Ja, de gat. Die tienke. At de haie.
Chataya Tlein. Just be you chatang. Konne out where do
Ah. Oh. Ja, keke. Tlein yanda shani ye yawa ka llakat ya klad ka hin tuadach ye kurach tusti. Ye dad chaguna at ha klad gede ye yanahin. Nat'éin ha klad gede ye wune. So Daka kwan llakat ye an wushle ku. Wanganins el kakwan takade wuti. Takade wuti. Ka el hini kunach ach setag. Ach oe ishandain chat pani ya kanashain. Klell kwasa ku dad yisaya. Deising dachaya chat ka daka llinget hastu hodach. Yidat nat'éin akwani tu a dach yeune. Chat she chaukayu chat shayanda hagen. Ka ya Wooch guanade chat. Chas teach daki ade oe. You daki goose Yahweh ya wechad. Tell nakide akani has handu chad oe tell achani ye utichen ye dat daga llakadye. Ishandain ach tuati. Tu ite de shikua at itina chad kwani yati. Hastu kach kunach tu llagao. Ka kega hastu kach tu dagach. Ye oe gana chish ach ins ache.
Kecha. Cheese.
Sheesh.
Chat aya. Ganil chish skaide u yet has du ka qach to the gag chakut jas khat ka khai khat we shadach shaky owe khat ka khai owe slitsini os owe slikat atch wudul yech we os kwani has ha hitki kak kutia slikat at owe yad ak ya kak just yad aya achlilk owe awa ak khat dach we yad owe Tlein uya we yadag yakak kingisti owe ya saka hakistig sati hadesegig sati we askwani tu act owe atulitsini khat dach tiwudi dach yad ak like yidat ka ya Lingit'aaní ya nat'éin tal ushke owe ya tundatani kun nal ched shan owe kegach ladzi du ak we askwani in we tiwudi in ka khat in tal ades Dqunawiya we askwani ke gach tu del owe yan chat watni owe ach tu wasi gu ka ade chat tiwudi ach lilk yach agkwanyach owe ye owe at achdishi ganil chish
Okay. Cheese. Echa way on. Okay. Yiyu katangi way. Lingit'aaní yan nat'éin. Kallushke. Suk nige?
Hat ya gal ak tuusigu kanakdak kakwanigi sit California tatke awe hat kutuatin California gunash chish payut kua Shoshone kua payut ani aya shatk kat city Tlein gil ke Wooch sha Tlein sit aya Tlein gleit ka sit Shayadahain Yesu Tlek sit
ha Wordlview. Has Wordlview. Has Wooch. Has Wooch. We sit California. Wooch.
Okay. Good cheese. Okay. Oh, gosh, the anyone.
Okay. We sit ki haskusasla. Shayareheni ka hasgugana. Du tu hat ke kwanik. Ishandain hatuati. Ko'a Shayareheni ka du nesli du hidi kut ke akwa geek. So du nesli du nes du hidi. The word is kut ke akwa geek. Ko'a Lingit'aaní away Lingit'aaní nat'éin ka I don't know how to say this one. Lingit'aaní. So Tlein, Lingit'aaní hakagu to Lingit'aaní. We won't leave behind Earth.
Oh.
Sorry. Just Lingit ka yehakwati just Lingit. We Lingit'aaní Likat we Lingit'aaní just hakwati. That's it. We won't all die.
Ah, yeah, well. Okay.
Sheesh.
Okay. Good cheese.
Kashkat Bunea Yagi Fa
Echigi. Iti asendecha.
Jas Goede Kweskunach.
Go ayach.
Ja, Ka Yadu Khatka Yag Sitini Achayach to Seguya Yagi Gnash Chishat Yadi Wooch.
Okay. Yeah. Atlingal cheese oil to cut you han ye katangi yayaki. Lingit'aaní away. Gwachyan nat'éin. Kayan astach. Ye away. A data way ach tutu he khatse. wasa at kakone o hang. Ye awe khosaku gol dachadushu gol naskadushu billion ku'u awe Lingit'aaní kaya yidat yaltakat ka hatuasagu at wuditsakuchu at tsu ka hini atlein takat we hini Lingit'aaní tudach awe atudli.átk ka atatawe he khosaku wasa at kakone ya jitidana ku'u Chu yat takat we Lingit'aaní hostu jigik hao yati kawasa at kakone hakach he khosaku dakte yanatlik ayawe sit aka awe ya akhyatki hasayatin we sit yak ak tak sit hastu yatki ka hastu yatki kwalte huj tel hasaguch sitin aka awe adat yutakhatang kwasa at kakone ya ha'ani ka ye awe telwutusaku we kote helwutusaku asa at kakone wash ya keys shui konach dakte kakwa ha akawe Tlein siu dakach satan ya gwash Cajun tag shu hi awe an wushich gwash kutk kadi duasago shit kag dech hit aya ke ausene gwash dech gwash nask gwash dakuni nach ku asbuna akawe gwash nask tag shu hi gwash dakun ak kwanse an wushich how shechit yak gwash dech hit aya ke ausene Kesku ucho awuna yechaji. Akawe gwash nask tag shu hichen deshu an we atgatu we as kwani wushachit kut kadi awe dech gwash nask hit de huj konachawe huj auxiliach ka dachnach ku aswuna we gao. Tek awe adyetki ku atlatu khusitien aka klitak kichkhana ak wetatsu we atkushkhit with atkati ya achtunde tani yebuti ya stakatya atki kak yewuneyen one kanins idat khosh takat tak chuoya kut khati Tlein ka uha atatawe yutikhwatank wasat kakwane wasa chakut yete yekachtusani akhu akunakhawe hasuto asuku Lingit'aaní kach yakhasadeli kash Tlein dana hasujiyebutin ya yidat we just we dana away yuke watani one kanins ya hastu kusti yitin yis kunatini akawe akhu awe Echasaku wasadu asakwe politician wartesh ak esakutzeti hastu kachtesh kasheta hani ya Lingit Echasaku ka kushna atki we ka kushna ya kushna ati kwashi ye awe akhu hastu tosaku we atki kach yeji wani akha qane dana hastu jita kawachak we uchkan hini tsatik aka awe tlek tladat yutakhutank ya yidat just we yak atwuditsukhu atka akhiti Tlein etwasa khatuti Gwash chakudi de koa katunditani gakwati. Gwash Lingi atangi watusukuch katuhan at yaone chaltakata jide gachtuti. Yigo ay kwanch the katuhan. A day away you wutani ya. Woochi new atki watusuku kunahoe hatuasaku Lingit'aaní kayat atka. Da hayas yausataki. Gwashkiwi gakwati. Gunchish Kadeen aya ayitani ya yigi chaltakatuhan. Aka away kone wuchi na dat yukakatila at wasa atkone a iti sandekak tek ak kwan ane kaya khatkakwati Albuquerque akaya yukaya yi ikakwasatu kwaswe ach itikak ye awa ach tuati itukayati ade Lingit'tu yiltu ye chaltakatuhan. Kunahawe Ashukak yeti ya hashil ko has kai aka awe ya kaya hosakuk dein hasu yukatangi achch kwashwan qanin chu ya tsiki qidi gate ya yiguti kayak ade awe tu de tanya kwash witel khatun de tani tasha kwatla Eka gende ya naitlak hosaku iyu katangi ho ach guk qayati bilchish Tlein. I will have to cut it there because we're at time. But I'm really proud of everybody. Y'all are doing great. Maybe it feels like you're just walking up against the beaver dam, but that's not true. I think your English brain tries to trick you. That's my philosophy. Is it tries to get you to think you're not doing it, but you're doing it, right? You're doing this thing. It's like you're standing out on the point of our ancestors, like this point of land, and out there you're able to hear them. And so tune into that kind of stuff because I do think there's so few people who've gotten to high fluency in Tlingit. And for me, I think a big part of it is maybe we don't talk enough about that fear of just really just going in, like just going in, right? And so it's like there's some, we had this cool thing in, when we had this blessed opportunity to go to Norway and we saw these little floating saunas. And I was like, oh, let's get a floating sauna because they have them. And so you can just get in this sauna and you could jump in the water. And we knew it was cold. And also we went at nighttime and it was dark. And so, but sometimes you could just talk about going like, oh yeah, we'll jump in that water. Yeah, we'll jump in that water. Okay, yeah. But sometimes you just gotta jump in that water. And so that's what you folks are doing is you're going into, it's uncharted territory for your brain and your spirit. And so I do think it sometimes is disorienting and we don't, sometimes we gotta talk about that disorientation because I do think sometimes you'll doubt yourself more than you maybe need to. And it's all okay. It's all part of the process. I did make a couple notes. I wanted to share a couple of things. We sit. The glacier is receding. It's breaking inland. I thought it was a really cool way to say that. I heard it 2 years ago from Wooch Kenny Grant. Ye ish quench is it's regularly floods. That's a cool verb because it's just got fun things to it. We can look at it next week. These are a little bit different. If you said keshnakide dach kanduchach and then keshnakide you dach kauduwakuk. What are those two things? Okay, what are these saying? This will be one of the keys to being able to go home.
Not from the north. That I lose it.
The north.
Naki, is that upstream?
Yep, upstream. Or
Yeah,
north.
so not to the upstream. I don't know what the kandukak. Oh, swimming
Yeah.
underwater.
Plural swimming. I'll give you that. Plural underwater swimming. The dach in both these cases is either a non-human plural or these things that are doing the same thing but differently, right? They could be going at different times. They could be scattered in different locations. So Tlingit has a pronoun for that. So if we get that, so we say not upstream, they all. Now we got kandukakch and you kauduakak. When we get into these negatives, so if you say kandukakch as a positive, it always does that thing. They always swim underwater. So you could say nakidedach kandukakch. They always go upstream. They always swim upstream. Kesh nakidedach kandukakch. Now, and that might actually be kundukakch. They haven't come upstream yet.
Okay.
That does the yet part. Just so what you're sort of saying is like maybe they're on their way, right? But this one, if you say nakide you dach kauduwak, they regularly swim upstream. So you take the repetitive. So this one, you do a negative of a habitual and you get not yet. So you go from all the time to not yet, just how it works. Then you go from regularly to never does it. They don't do that. They don't come upstream. So then you could say, so learning how to build these repetitives is really important, the habituals too. But then if you do the negatives, then you get the sort of haven't yet and just doesn't. This is how you say doesn't. Like, they don't talk to me. Then we'll focus in future classes on how do you build a habitual, how do you build a repetitive, like just so we can go over those steps and what happens when you put klesh in front of them. They do change a little bit. And just another, I was just thinking of this. If you ever say something day or something nach or something dach, that will be a nach conjugation motion verb. If you use neich, dak, dak, or yek, or hit, that's going to be a zero conjugation verb. And if you ever put kut in front of it, it'll be ga conjugation. So these are sort of like the categories of motion. There's more than this, but these I think are some of your main ones. And so this will affect how you do the future. So if you ever put kut in front of a verb, in the future you're always going to have K. Kut kek, I'ma get lost, right? And so, but just in terms of how you do that. And then I guess for repetitives, we start with this. If it's 0, it gets an underline X. If it's na, it gets U in front of it, it gets a plus I classifier, and it gets a K suffix. Like yu, chaya, tunk. If it's ga, it's going to get K in front of it, and it's going to get a CH ending. And if it's qa, it's going to get ye in front of it, and it's going to get a CH ending. That's how you build repetitives. We'll start with this. We'll look at it in more detail. We'll do some examples as we sort of have our fourth-year grammar sessions as well. Anything before we go?
So is this repetitive habituals or just repetitive future?
Habituals all the time. Repetitives regularly. But ga and qa repetitives will use the same ch suffix. So when you see that ch suffix, you gotta, and so basically the big difference. So like we'll just go look in the database here and we'll go down to or we'll go up to shat, because I know one is ga, one is qa. So those are good examples for both of these. Oops. So we'll go to shat, and so to catch something is ga. So when we look at the habitual, this is how we can tell whether or not we're looking at a habitual or repetitive. So the habitual has to have the conjugation prefix activated. So it has to have ga in there, but there's nothing in the preverb. So you say akashatch, they catch it every time. So this is your all-star outfielder or whatever, right? But then to say they regularly catch it, you don't have, the only thing, there's nothing special in the prefix. So the conjugation prefix is not activated. You have to have K in front of it, and then you get CH. So those are very similar, but they are different, and that K gives it away, and then that lack of the conjugation prefix there, because we know that's ga. And we'll see the same thing with this one, but we'll see qa instead of ga. So here you have akhlashatch. So this has been contracted. The qa has to contract because you've got qa, 0, sha. And so that's too many things. And so the qa just like pulls its vowel and goes to underline X. And then here you see ye ashatch. So ye pops up, and it's not here. And then there's no conjugation prefix there. 0, sha. Just 3 things. And so those are good, because then you could say, because then you say kesh uqashatch. They haven't grabbed it yet or held on to it. But then you'd say kesh ye ushatch. They don't grab it. So what's interesting is the positive habitual and the negative repetitive have these sort of always never things. You got to jump to a different verb mode to get to the never. Johan. You getting it?
Chat.
Oh, cheers for putting that in the chat. It's very helpful. Oh yeah, we are going to sign up for, I'll put this in the chat so that folks who watch the class can go ahead and sign up for spots to lead. I was going to do, there was a hada kuchi, hada dushi mix. I was going to say we hada kuchi, kone aya naki de hasya na atch, and then I was going to show a picture of this. Okay, this is all I got so far. I might have to make a couple of adjustments. I do think class for the 29th of this month, I will be out of town. Getting like
Koozie.
so. That one we'll just we'll figure out something. We might have to have a day off or something. We'll figure it out. I'll give you like a listening assignment or something. So let me put this in the chat so that you folks have it. You don't have to sign up now, but pick a date, pick a topic. I don't think this starts. Well, you could go next week if you want to. So.
And we did medicines on Tuesday.
Yeah. But we try again. We do something else. Does anybody want to sign up for Tuesday so that we all know what we're doing and looking for? And you don't have to. We could push it back to Thursday. Whatever you want. But if you feel like you're ready and you got a topic for us, and you're feeling just to Wooch it seem. Zoom needs a tumbleweed button, so I could just push it and like they just roll across my screen.
So could you just tell me, like there's 10 slots there, and what are we doing? We're all picking one and leading just one or two, I thought, or is that the other class? I
think it's just, I probably decided on something before I counted how many classes are left.
Okay. You can.
This is all the classes left. So we might end up just doing it once, which is fine.
Sure. So pick a topic and a date, eh? Okay.
And I'll post this on our class webpage so you can come back to it and take a look just in case you need to remind yourself. And again, like, don't freak out. Like, this doesn't mean you're signing up to talk for 90 minutes straight. It just means like you're going to give us the topic and you're going to kick us off, and we're all going to be extra talkative because we're going to support you. Okay.
Renee,
Ah,
I'll stay after for a moment.
okay. I'll stop the recording. Good cheese.
Next week, can we do something happy?
I think we need to. Right?
Yeah, I was like, oh, writing this, I was just like really feeling it, you know, feeling for our relatives. Yeah.
Okay. Well, what if I picked a topic for Tuesday? And here's my topic. Things that will improve the lives of future generations.
Ooh, okay. That's good.
How are you going to be a good ancestor to all these people that are coming after us? That should be happy, right? That should be. Fill the heart back up now that we've drained the tank. Okay, bye.
Bye. Yeah,